Hello, everybody, and welcome from Japan. My name is Brandon. I am a member of the A to Z Gaming Club. We're a group out here in Japan playing all kinds of games, not just Warhammer, but board games, card games, fantasy, sci-fi, whatever you got, we want to play it. But what I want to talk about today is the completion of my 1850 Independent Characters Hobby Progress Challenge. I'm filming this on my iPhone. It's a little shaky. Sorry about that, but I wanted to go through the army. I'm super happy that I got this done. I've got a ton of infantry size models painted. Before, I really just had vehicles. I didn't have a lot of painted troops, and this really helped that. And my painting speed has increased. I'm still really slow, but it has gotten better, and I'm happy about that as well. So yeah, I'm just going to go through the list. I've got Chaos, obviously, as you can probably tell. It's ultimately a Dark Mechanicum themed army. A lot of this is actually the Astartes side of the group, but I do have a ton of AdMech stuff that maybe I'll show off later in a different video. But some of the stuff is themed that way too. But you can take a look at the whole front rank here. It's all the Astartes guys. But yeah, we'll just go through. We'll start front to back, left to right, which brings us to the Havoc squad. The Havoc guys I really like. They I didn't have the right bits for them clearly, so I made do. But I thought it was fun. When I first heard that we were getting Skyfire, I was very excited about that, and so I made these guys with the wings here. They came out really well. You cannot forget that they have Skyfire, so I think that's fun. And if they don't have Skyfire, that's fine. Nobody's going to begrudge me that, I don't think. So those guys are cool. The theme of my army is, again, AdMech. The Astartes guys are actually supposed to be like long fallen salamanders that have been kicking around with the AdMech for vehicle and weapon support. Because they're salamanders, my berserkers are actually salamanders that have been taken and given realignment surgery, which basically makes them crazy, but really good at killing stuff. So my berserkers, not your typical red, except for Karn here. Karn is Karn. We just happened to pick him up, and he's been hanging out. He's probably my best use of, trying to actually layer up the colors and not just paint stuff on. I was really happy the way he came out. His axe broke. It didn't get fixed well. I'm not super good at that sort of thing. But yeah. On to the last thing I painted. My regular Chaos Marines. I've modeled these guys up with bolt pistol, and on their backs they all actually have their bolter as well, and that's how I usually run them. I do have other groups that are just bolters and other groups that are just close combat weapon and pistol, but for the challenge I wanted these guys because I think it's fun running them this way. So, alright, moving to the back here. These are my Counts as Thousand Sun guys. They are super cool models. I don't know if you can tell, but there's actually a lot of variation in each of these guys as far as, tubes coming out of their faces, what kind of stuff is jammed into their guns, and I really, really like the way they came out. I originally did them without the white piping around their outfit, but as you can see, the white really popped, and I'm super glad I took the time to go back after they were initially done and pick out that white, because it makes it look a lot cooler. Sorry, trying to place stuff in camera is a little weird. Going back left, got Terminators. This is actually a mix of metal and plastic Terminators. A buddy of mine, Bruce, gave me a box of old metal guys, and so I mixed them with some bits and came up with these guys. They got a huge variety of weapons and war gear, which makes them pretty shooty, pretty killy. I like dropping them in as a big old squad of 10 when I got the points for it, because people just have to deal with it. And that's fun. Really last minute I had to come up with how I was going to do power weapons. It's not like the most amazing thing in the world. I just used kind of a metallic blue and then a few lighter versions of it. I really like the trophy racks on everybody, So I totally tried to take the time to do all the skulls and tassel and helmets and things like that. Then we come up to this guy here, Mr. Friendly. Hi! The Helldrakes are so great. They are a nightmare to paint, though. I didn't go crazy with all the detailing and whatnot on him. I just didn't have the time or patience. But I got him to where he looked good on the table. You can't miss what he's got, you know, the flamer there. I guess I should say that all of my stuff I put on secret weapon bases, and I'm super happy that I did. Yeah, it's expensive. Yes, it takes a while to paint, but they look super cool. Everybody's got them. These are my Counts as Cultist. They are Mantic Corp Marines with Cromlech Bionic Orc bits. I like having units that are just kind of fun and funny, kind of like my Havocs. These guys look ridiculous. The idea is that the Mechanicum really just goes around rounding up Imperial citizens, pumping them full of drugs, slapping bionics on them to make them more effective, and sending them out to the field. So that's fun. These are the first guys I've ever had to do flesh on, and I've never done flesh before. I'm terrified of it, but it came out okay. I tried to vary up the tones. I went through all the flesh tones I had. So, you know, there's really pasty guys, there's dark skinned guys, there's kind of tan guys, all sorts of dudes. And the last thing, my other vehicle is my Blood Slaughterer. He's a ridiculous model. I hated assembling him because you have to pin every leg individually in multiple joints, and it's a nightmare. But having a guy that has 4 chainsaw toed feet, giant harpoon is always really fun. Still trying to figure out how it works when shooting flyers. It's a shooting attack, but it always hits on a 4+, so it's not really a shooting attack. Who knows? I figure, hey, if I'm able to get him close enough to a flyer, I should be able to pull it out of this guy, because that's just fun. But yeah, that's the army. Thanks for checking it out. Again, super happy to have done this. It took me all year to paint this. I actually painted some other stuff too, here and there. I finished up a Decimator, did some tanks for an APOC game, but I was really, really happy the way this came out. I hope you like it. Thanks for checking out the video. Bye.